Well, folks, we've got Breaking Benjamin. So I don't have tons of thoughts about them just because I don't know them that well, but they do alternative metal and apparently post grunge, that sort of thing. So really, what I thought about them was it's a good effort, but I feel as if the type of rock that I like currently, you have to be open to change. Now, obviously, I don't think everyone's gone down the same path that I have, but um, opening up to new genres out of nowhere is always going to be something that may not be immediate. That's what I went through while dealing with this, and I think alternative music or alternative metal, for one thing, has a tendency to somewhat be interesting. Only thing is, the crass, knocking, brutal metal music that I've known from Korn and other bands just does not completely captivate as much. So it's kind of similar to Creed in some ways, but it also tries different things. So it's alternative for a reason. And really, you look at them, they've gone through some band breakups, but I'm not sure. I mean, this deciding whether or not I'm going to continue to do alternative metal, it's it shows promise, but I'm really kind of wanting like that mega hot song that just completely gets my attention automatically. And so it may happen down the road. I may fuck with this music further and really start to like it, but it felt as if it's good, but as far as outstanding, it's just going to take more time to figure out if I just like it enough to be able to listen to it or if I actually enjoy it. So that was kind of the main thing about this project, but we'll talk about it more. Um, so I think really you're going to have some fun with this as far as being able to smoke to it goes. The thing is like I said, it's a little bit more it has a different vibe to it. It's not as vicious, not as sharp teeth on this one. So you kind of have to hunt for the actual metal type music that um, is more metal than alternative. So that's one thing. But I do think Crawl and Into the Morning are some good ones. Production. Now this is the main thing. I like 6 out of 11 songs, and the problems with the other ones were just that it did not fit me. That type of music, like What Lies Beneath, for example, and Dear Ag, or which one was it? Yeah, I'd say What Lies Beneath, Anthem of the Angels. These just didn't appeal to me. So, as far as getting into alternative metal goes further, it's just going to depend upon, the type vibe that I'm in. It's really, you have to like the good songs before you can like all the songs. So that's what I've been going with right now. Um, Now the unheard songs, which are basically songs that you may not have heard, but probably should check out. I'm gonna say that the single "I Will Not Bow" wasn't feeling it. It may be a really popular song, but I did not like it as much just because, as far as rock goes, does not feel that fierce. And so, but out of the remaining 10 songs, I will tell you the ones that you need to take a look at. So they are Crawl, Hopeless, Lights Out, Into the Morning. And the two Almost songs, which are songs that I'm kind of on the fence about whether or not they're good, are Fade Away and Without You. So some of these do kind of have maybe not boiling, but kind of brewing heat. Just kind of hot and not steaming. You know, um, I'd say Hopeless and Lights Out are two of these. Into the Morning was a different one. I liked it. That that type beat really was weird for a rock song. Fade Away was kind of one that has rock elements to it, but it's just not abrasive. Without You, I like the drum in that one. You can hear the drums in some of these records, and they really, it feels just thumping. You hear and I think you'll like it in a lot of ways. So look out for that when you hear the drums on the song. It's just an extra bit that is good to go. So just between all of those, these are 6 out of 11. I'm gonna give this album a 6 out of 10. Just because mainly I would give it a 5.5, but I do feel like a little bit more than half the album, this is still pretty good. So if I don't wind up liking the Almost songs, it's obviously a 4 out of 10. But if I do, it's a 6. And yeah, so that's plainly the way it goes. The Future. So they dropped an album last year. Take a look at that. The Social Score, I'm not as sure how well this band translates with others. So I will give it a 4.5 or a 5 social, just because. And the Social Score means how much other people are gonna like it besides you. So yeah, I give it just a 5, middle of the road, maybe a 4.5. So that's it. I give this album a 6 and a 4.5 social.